guys, it's Eric, owner of Far Point Farms here in the mountains of North Carolina, and today I wanted to show you this. This is my generator, or at least it was my generator. I'm getting ready to get rid of this. I've had this thing since 1994, and it's from the 70s. I think it's a 74, might be a 76. So we're looking at here, let's see, 86, 96, 2006, oh my gosh, 45 years old probably, a generator here, but it still works great. What makes this generator kind of unique is that it is a permanent magnet generator. You see this big thing right here. This is what makes it kind of unique among them. In fact, my understanding is, and there's not a lot of information on this out there on the web, is that they're highly desirable because they don't have a stator that needs to be charged. These things will generate electricity without having electricity applied to them, which makes them kind of unique. Anyway, it is a McCullough Mite-E-Lite portable generator, 3,300 watts max. Here's some pictures of it up close. Here's a picture of the outlet box. Now it's weird, it has matching outlets, but one side is 220 and the other side is 120. Now what also is kind of cool about this old girl is that it's electric start. As you can see here, I've got battery cables hooked to it, and I'll go ahead and fire it up here in a second. On the other side we have our carburetor and our muffler. At one point I had this muffler, this is actually a replacement muffler, but I had the muffler off of this and I had an automotive muffler attached to it to keep it quiet. Now I got this thing, like I said, back in 94, and we had a hurricane roll through in Raleigh in 96, I think it was, Hurricane Fran, and so this thing got a ton of use that year. It also got about 2 days worth of use a few years later when another hurricane, which I can't remember the name of it, went through. And then of course over the years, power outages, both in Raleigh or outside of Raleigh where I lived, and now up here in the mountains. This thing certainly gets fired up. It runs the refrigerator fine. You can run a couple lights, the refrigerator, and you know, you can turn it on and off and run other appliances if need be. It is kind of heavy. It sits on this rail here. Here's another close-up. There's rubber mounts, so it sits on the rubber mount so it doesn't walk around. But it is heavy, even with two people carrying this thing. It's kind of a bear to move around. And it's an old cast iron Briggs. Pretty unique. So only upgrades I've done to this over the years. I've never had to clean the carb. I've never had to do any kind of major rebuilds. No head gaskets, nothing like that. The big issue that I've had to replace is it was a points and condenser system, and really kept up with that for years. But what would happen is this thing would sit for a year, and the points would get a little bit dusty or dirty, or get a little dirtied up or rusted up a little bit. And so you'd try to go to start it, and it wouldn't want to start. It would have a very weak orange spark. So about 3 years ago, I gave up on that. I got ticked off because we did have power outage here for about 4 or 5 days, and it took me about 2 hours to get this thing running. And it was just a matter of, using the battery and pull starting it until the spark came back, because I didn't want to tear it all the way down to get clean the points. But so I got fed up with that, and I went ahead and ordered a replacement ignition system. So now it is an electronic ignition. I went ahead and replaced the spark plug at the same time, but as far as I am aware, that spark plug that I replaced was probably from the 70s. Again, generators, they'll get a few hours a year put on them, or maybe they'll go a year or two and they don't get used. So I would imagine this thing has less than 150, maybe 200 hours at most. Most of that being used during Hurricane Fran. We were without power then for 14 days. I probably ran this thing 2 to 4 hours per day. And then, like I said, of course, over the years, a couple hours here or there. So I'm going to put a little gas in it and fire it up because I am getting ready to sell it. So let me get the camera. I'll do a close-up walk around on it. Yeah, so here it is. It's unique among generators. I don't think I've ever seen another one with this style. Like I said, and very little information out there on this. Very little information. Now, it used to be a push-button start. Now I just have it rigged to start when you play voltage to the battery. Up underneath there is your starter, and there's your fuel cutoff as well. One thing that I have done to make sure that this generator stays ready is I always run it out of gas when I'm done using it. I'm going to put a little gas in it today to fire it up and run it, but that's mostly because I'm getting ready to put it for sale, and I want to make sure it's in good condition for the next owner. Alright, got the oil checked, got the gasoline there, turned the petcock valve on, and we're ready to try this thing out. Now, like I said, it's been about 15 months since it last ran. Put my choke on. Ready to go? Ready?
Something that needs a little fixing on Far Point Farms. Freedom is mighty sweet.